Mention the Prince's attack in Dragon Ball, and everyone's mind should immediately think of the next phrase. No damage. As the most ridiculed move in Dragon Ball. In reality, the Prince's attack has always been misunderstood. In fact, the Prince's attack is not as weak as everyone imagines. It can still deal damage in certain situations. Many people might not know that the official name for this technique in the Dragon Ball settings, Saiyan Prince in the show loves to use this move the most. It was jokingly nicknamed the Prince's attack. Besides Vegeta, many characters in Dragon Ball can use this type of continuous ki blast. Goku, Gohan, Piccolo, and other characters have all used it. Let's take a look. In the Dragon Ball manga, the Prince's attack appeared at least 13 times. The first 3 times were Piccolo vs Goku, the first time. Although everyone generally calls it the Prince's attack, the first person to use this move in Dragon Ball was actually Piccolo Daimao. At the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament, during Piccolo's warm-up with Goku, he already used the Prince's attack on Goku. Since it was a warm-up, it did not cause any effective damage to Goku. The second time was in the Saiyan saga, Vegeta vs Gohan. At the time, Vegeta's power level was far above Gohan's. Therefore, when Vegeta used the Prince's attack, it successfully inflicted effective damage on Gohan. The third time was in the Namek saga. Chui vs Vegeta used the Prince's attack. Ineffective. The fourth time, Dodoria used the Prince's attack on Vegeta. Also ineffective. The fifth time, the resurrected Vegeta vs Zarbon. After Vegeta used the Prince's attack, Zarbon was beaten and bruised. The sixth time, Rikum used the Prince's attack on Gohan. Gohan jumped up and dodged it. Ineffective. The seventh time, an enraged Gohan used the Prince's attack on Frieza's second form. Although Frieza praised Gohan for knocking him to the ground with the move, Frieza was not actually hurt. However, considering Frieza's expression at the time, we'll leave it to the audience to judge whether Gohan's Prince's attack was effective this time. The eighth time, Vegeta used the Prince's attack on Perfect Cell. It immediately triggered smoke, no damage. The ninth time, that Goku's move hurt him quite a bit. We can see that Goku's Prince's attack had some effect. The 10th time, after witnessing Trunks being killed, an enraged Vegeta used the Prince's attack on Super Perfect Cell. Still completely ineffective. The 11th time, Majin Buu used the Prince's attack on Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Goku was somewhat surprised, but easily deflected all the energy waves. Goku used the Prince's attack on Perfect Cell. The 12th time, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. It forced Cell used a move called Continuous Die Missile on Buu to activate a barrier to avoid the damage from the energy waves. It was essentially the Prince's attack, although Cell had not yet used his full power. According to Piccolo, Buu had become weaker at this time from Cell's strained expression, so we'll count this as effective for now. The 13th time, Vegeta used the Prince's attack on Kid Buu. Completely ineffective. Out of these 13 Prince's attacks in the manga, only 4 caused effective damage. The success rate is 30.7%. This probability is indeed not high if we consider the drawn-out Dragon Ball anime. The success rate would be even more appalling. But actually, if we analyze the power difference between the user and the opponent in these 13 instances, we can see that, at least 7 times, the user attempted to use the Prince's attack to defeat an opponent who was vastly stronger. For example, in the Dragon Ball TV special. This is clearly a pure waste of energy. After all, the essence of the Prince's attack is just a mundane physical ki blast, a simple energy wave attempting to win through sheer volume, not a magic technique like the Mafuba, evil containment wave, that ignores the difference in power levels. However, when facing with a similar power level, the Prince's attack is extremely effective for blocking their movement. Also, in the Android Saga, when Goku used the Prince's attack against Perfect Cell, he received strong praise from Cell himself. As for facing weaker opponents, the history of Trunks. Future Gohan died from the Prince's attack, used by Android 17 and 18. From this, we can see that, although the Prince's attack is not particularly strong, it is not theoretically weak, either. It's just that most of the time, the Prince's attack is used in battles against much stronger foes, to highlight the power gap between the two sides. No wonder it only triggers smoke, no damage.